I'm the most productive I've ever been, and my AI stack is the most boring it's ever been. And that's not a coincidence. While everyone online is telling you that you have to change your stack always, try this new tool, new ID, new agent, new workflow, a non-stop race over trying the latest and hopefully the best tool. I haven't touched mine for months now, and I'm shipping more than I've ever been. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 tools I use every day, and you should wait for the last one. Joking? It's obviously Claude Code. Okay, anyway, let's dive into it. 5 tools. Let's see them one by one. First one is Linear. Before Linear, all the information was scattered for me throughout different apps. Jira for issues, Confluence for context, local markdown files for planning, for iterating with the agent. And it was very hard to collaborate on that. It was very hard to share it across repos with different people. Every time I start a new task, I had to reassemble the picture from scratch. Linear fixed all of that thanks to the hierarchy they provide. They have projects for high-level context that you want to maintain throughout several issues. And they have issues where you can provide technical details on the implementation, very specific for the actual individual task. And you no longer need to copy files around. It's very easy to collaborate since you can invite your team, you can leave comments, you can leave feedback, and you can iterate on that. They also provide API where you can build agents and apps on top of that, which I use personally for my work on Linear. They have MCP to make it easy for all the agents to connect to and integrate with. So Linear serves as the brain. It holds all the context I need, regardless of the repo, regardless of the coding agent. Every context is in the same place. Second, Jetbrains IDEA. So many people will wonder, why not Cursor? Why not Z? Why not the shiny latest AI IDE that was released one day ago and will release in a week from now? So 2 reasons. First, Jetbrains come pre-configured out of the box with everything you need. You don't need to look for all these half-baked extensions to do whatever you like. You'll get the JavaScript, TypeScript, Go, Rust, whatever you need out of the box with ability to run tests, scripts, all of that baked in. You don't have to install anything. Second reason, and this is something I didn't expect to say either though, what I do now mostly is to review code. I no longer write code. So what I need is actually a tool that will allow me to easily read diffs, to navigate through the code base, and Jetbrains just does it perfectly. No other tool, not VS Code, not Cursor, no other tool gives me this tooling and these capabilities to just scan the entire code base very easily and navigate around. Third is daily.dev. The world is changing fast, too fast sometimes even. What's true right now in AI will change in a week from now. And if you're disconnected, you miss the latest and greatest. But if you're too connected and you doom scroll all day, you ship nothing, and you're just procrastinating along. And daily.dev is how I keep it to 10 minutes in the morning without all the anxiety that internet people are trying to sell you. There is a quote going around which I keep thinking about. You can outsource knowledge to AI, but you can't also outsource your understanding. And this is crucial. If you're okay letting your agent make all the decisions for you, then yeah, you probably shouldn't care. You shouldn't read. You shouldn't follow along all the trends that are happening. But if you actually want to make the call, you actually want to make deliberate decisions, you need to make sure you're leveling up yourself, you're learning, you're reading, and you're staying on top of everything that is happening. Next, Codex, the app, not the CLI, with GPT 5.5 on I. I want to be on why Codex, why not Cursor or any third-party app? First reason is cost. So OpenAI and Anthropic, they subsidize the cost in order for us to use their own tools. So the first party has a clear advantage. They subsidize the price. You can use more for less. And if you're running agents seriously, like I do all day long, this compounds fast. So cost is a big perk that you want to consider. And Codex I use only for coding specifically. Why? Because it's more aligned with my personal taste. I find its capability of solving harder problems faster. So overall, it's less rework for me. The UI is straightforward. I find it more compelling than the CLI, and I highly recommend it. Last, look surprised, Claude Code with Opus 4.7 on high. I started this whole journey with just Claude Code. So this is how I started. I don't like complexity. I had complexity only when I need. And for a while, it was the only thing I needed. But throughout my use of Claude Code, I found out that in many cases, it just not fully aligned with what I expected, not able to solve the really hard problems. And this is why I looked for alternative Codex. But Claude Code is still on my daily rotation. I use it for everything besides coding. So it means debugging production issues, writing code, and it's my strong default for anything that is not producing code that I need to automate. And also I really love its UI capabilities, which are way stronger than Codex. So I go to Claude Code whenever I need to build user interfaces. It just does it better than Codex. So that's it. That's my stack. 5 tools. I haven't changed it in months. Each one was chosen because of low friction of using it and high value it provides to me. I added complexity over time. I try to keep it little tools as possible. I don't like to add complexity. And the thing is, once you master these tools, then you become more and more productive. The more you keep iterating and changing your stack, the more it holds. And I'm not telling you to use my 5, all I'm telling you is find something that works for you and stick to it for quite some time. if you keep swapping your stack and the tools you use every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever, just to chase you probably already feel it in terms of your product. And that's it. Let me know what is your stack in the comments. Looking forward to talking.